Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into something that drives pretty much all of us crazy. Why your super fast internet connection still feels so slow. And more importantly, what you and your neighbors can actually do about it. Okay, so let's get right into it. What we're looking at today comes from a really detailed report by a group called RFI Detectives. This is actually part 5 of a 10-part series. And we're going to zero in on a solution to our Wi-Fi problems that most of us never even consider: community cooperation. All right, let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? You're paying for a blazing fast 1 gigabit internet, but when you try to stream a movie, it buffers. Your video calls freeze up. It feels like you're back on an old dial-up connection. If that's you, you are definitely not alone. And the real reason why is probably not what you think. So what's the real culprit behind all that lag? Well, you might be surprised to learn it's probably not your internet provider. Yeah, that's right. Even if you have the fastest internet plan on the planet, you're getting squeezed by a bottleneck right at your front door. The problem is the invisible traffic jam, the chaos in the radio airwaves inside your building and your neighborhood. Think of it like a 10-lane superhighway that suddenly narrows down to a single bumpy dirt road right at your exit. And here's the thing. This chaos isn't just random bad luck. It's actually a perfect modern-day example of a classic concept you might have heard of called the tragedy of the commons. It explains exactly why our attempts to fix our own Wi-Fi often just make things worse for everyone. So the idea is simple. The Wi-Fi airwaves are a shared public resource, kind of like a park. But instead of everyone getting to enjoy it, we're all acting in our own self-interest. We're setting up our own powerful routers that are all basically shouting over each other, trying to be the loudest. We're accidentally polluting the airwaves for everyone, including ourselves. And this leads to what the report calls the Wi-Fi arms race. We get trapped in this crazy cycle. It starts when your connection gets slow. So what do? You go buy a bigger, more powerful router. But that new router just blasts out a stronger signal that interferes with your neighbor's Wi-Fi. So what do? You guessed it. They go buy an even stronger router. It's a race to the bottom where the only loser is, well, everyone's internet. And this really gets to the heart of the paradox. What feels like a smart fix for just you, like adding a Wi-Fi extender or cranking up the power, actually makes the whole network worse for your entire community. You're just creating more signal collisions, raising the noise level for everybody. And the ultimate irony? All that interference comes right back around and slows down your own connection too. But here is the good news. There is a powerful way out of this mess. And get this, it's completely free. It has nothing to do with buying better hardware. It's all about working together. This is the core message from the report. Cooperation directly attacks the real bottleneck. You don't need a new router. You don't need to upgrade your plan. You just need to coordinate with your neighbors to use the shared airwaves more intelligently. It's the single best thing you can do. So the big mental shift we need to make is from more power to smarter coordination. Instead of an arms race, we need a community strategy. By simply coordinating things like which Wi-Fi channels you use and adjusting your router's power to what you actually need, we can clean up the airwaves for everyone. But, this whole problem goes way beyond just wanting faster Netflix or smoother gaming. In our modern homes, unreliable Wi-Fi has actually become a critical safety issue. This quote from the source really raises the stakes. An unstable Wi-Fi network, caused by that invisible traffic jam we've been talking about, can directly compromise your home's security. It's not just a tech glitch, it's a vulnerability. And just think about all the essential services in your home that now rely on a stable Wi-Fi connection. We're talking security cameras, video doorbells, smart locks, alarm system sensors. These are devices that absolutely cannot afford to fail just because of interference from a neighbor's network. And this is probably the most critical takeaway from our entire explainer today. For many of us, Wi-Fi calling is our main or maybe our only phone line. An uncoordinated, interference-filled network isn't just an inconvenience. It's a potential weak link in our ability to call for help in an emergency. This is serious stuff. Okay, so after all that pretty heavy stuff, let's look at the incredible results a community can achieve when they actually decide to cooperate, because the payoff here is huge. The scale of improvement is just staggering. The report shows that by simply coordinating, residents can go from barely usable 50 megabit per second speeds to over 400. And remember, this is without upgrading your plan, without buying any new hardware. It's about unlocking the gigabit internet that you're already paying for. And this quote really captures the whole vision perfectly. Coordination isn't about restriction. It's about unlocking a level of performance and reliability that is literally impossible when everyone is just acting alone, shouting into the same crowded room. So the final thought is this. The power to fix this widespread problem isn't in a store and it's not with your ISP. The power to fix this lies with you and your neighbors. And it all just starts with a simple conversation.